Hi everyone. It's been a while. I hope you're all doing fantastic and continuing to make a difference out there in this big world of ours. I just got off work and kind of tired, but I have a little more energy today to just say hi, since it's been so long. It's been 6, 7 months. I just really wanted to make this video because I've missed you all, and I love you all, and thank you all for just giving so much support through comments or just positive thoughts. And I just want to let those of you know that I love you all very much. And if you were here, I would give you just a little kiss and a hug from me to you. Yeah. It's a shame that most of you don't live near my area. Yeah. And it's kind of in the same area as Santa Carla, if you're familiar with Lost Boys. And, well, the place where I live is actually called Santa Cruz, but in the movie they call it Santa Carla. Number 1 murder capital of the world, you know. But that's not true. But yes, I just got off work. For those of you who don't know, I work at Ulta Beauty here in Capital Santa Cruz. I just gave up my address. I'm just kidding. You'll never get my address. So I thought today I could go through some of my favorite makeups and just little tidbits here and there as far as what I like to use as far as eyeshadow and liner, you know, all that fun stuff. Makeup has seriously become my profession now. Not on a professional, you know, makeup artist basis, but just getting to know a lot of products and what are good and what's bad out there. But usually I tend to go at least for any products that are paraben free or cruelty free and and vegan. That's what I meant to say. Vegan and cruelty free. And I have a few products I'd like to show you, which, let's start with the base, shall we? So, for those of you who aren't too familiar, I like to use I don't know if I can get that any closer. You can't really see it, but there you go. This is the Too Faced Poreless Primer, primed and poreless. It is a translucent primer, and it works really great for sensitive skin, for people like myself who have some fair to light skin, or can work in all range of undertones. But yeah, this stuff works really great. It's don't know if I want to show you, but I want to show you a little sample of translucent. It's funny because it looks a little bit like Neosporin. The little, you can see a little bit right there on the tip of my finger. And yes, those are my real nails. I haven't filed them down yet. Anyways, it looks like that. It's so blurry. I don't know if I can focus. Let's see if I can focus. There we go. I can't really see it, but it's very translucent. And it works really great. You don't need a lot of this stuff, honestly. Just like, I want to say, if this makes sense, like half the size of a dime, or the quarter size of a dime. You don't need a lot of it, and it gives great full coverage. Now, this foundation that I'm going to show you is my alternative foundation, because I usually use Urban Decay liquid foundation, but I really am waiting for the all-nighter to come back in to Ulta so I can buy it, because that stuff works really great. But this is a great alternative as well. It's the, let's see, the Too Faced Born This Way. Foundation. This is oil-free, which is pretty good. It's a medium to full coverage foundation, which you don't need a lot of. If you have a good like kabuki brush, if you apply maybe like a nickel's worth just on your wrist, then it should allow full coverage to let the brush apply everywhere. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, I've already used it. It's probably down to like there. But it's just my secondary foundation in case I run out of my primary foundation. Just an emergency foundation of sorts. I don't keep it in my purse because, God, I don't want that stuff all over my purse. But I also want to show you something of a favorite of mine is the Shape Tape. Let's see, by Tarte Cosmetics. And I meant to say Too Faced and Tarte are cruelty, and I don't know if they're both vegan, but that's something to look into. I think Tarte is. I'm not sure about Too Faced. But anyways, this Shape Tape concealer honestly has saved my life so many times. I can't even begin to tell you. I do have slightly vampirish skin, so I tend to go for the light shade. And in our store we have fair, light, medium, tan, and deep, I think. So if you have more so, say, a a neutral skin tone, you might want to go with like a light or a medium. If you have sort of pinkish pigmentation, you might want to go with a fair or light. And if you have dark pigmentation or a gold type of undertone, you could go with a tan. But yeah, this stuff works great, and I usually only use it on my nose because I do have some red pigmentation going on there. I kind of like the sound whenever I pop this out. It applies just like any other ordinary concealer, and again, I do apply this with once I have it on a little bit on my skin, I'll just apply it with my kabuki. I try not to apply any foundation anymore with my hands, just because sanitary reasons. So yeah, once I've got my primer on, I can put my game base on, and then I can put my second game base on. So that's the face so far. Just some of the other items before I open my chest of goodies is the lashes I like to use. These are the curvy Ardell's in the 415s. Curvy. So these work pretty well because so far I haven't had to trim them down, and you hardly ever need to with these. A lot of eyelashes I found you have to trim them down just like half a centimeter's worth, but not a lot. At these you don't. I haven't had to at all. So I just like to use a tweezer when I'm applying these. I can't really use those massive clamps that they give you. I've never gotten the hang of that, honestly. I can only use my tweezers. And this is the adhesive I like to use. It is the Clear Finish Lash Fix by Eyeshadow. London. It is translucent adhesive, which is awesome. I'll show you what it looks like. I always tend to keep my products in the original boxes that they came in for some reason, just because this is made of not real glass, but if you drop this stuff, it's over. You're not going to collect all of it again. That's the reason why I like to keep that in the box. This is the Clear Finish. Looks like that. And once this starts to get down to the bottle, which it will, sometimes you have to persuade it, sometimes just to get that extra bit of, adhesive that's left in there. So sometimes it may not give you a lot, but you want a good amount to apply to your lashes on the edge. So sometimes I have to just push it up and down. No, I'm not doing some kind of sexual thing, but it kind of sounds weird whenever you have to do that. I just think of it as cleaning your golf ball or whatever on the golf course. Oh my god, that sounds terrible, but I have no other metaphor to offer you except for that. There's no crude sexual behavior going on behind the scenes with this. It's just purely for adhesive. Now you got me laughing at myself. That's always healthy to do. Now comes the fun stuff. This, oh my goodness, is my little treasure chest of cosmetics, which include various lips, eyeshadows, and eyeliners, and lip liners, as well as palettes. You can hear the sound within. Sadly, there is no heart of my enemies inside here, but you never know. I may upgrade to a bigger box and I can put the blood of my enemies inside of here. Alright. You're excited. Let me down a little bit. There we go. I'm not gonna tip this over, but I do just want to give you a sense of what it looks like. It kind of looks like that. As you can see, I'm not gonna raise it any further. So I'll just pick these up one by one so that you may see the glory that lies within, the beauty that lies within. I'm not that clever today. No, game. No, I think, what should I show you first? Do you want to see lips? Or do you want to see eyeshadows? I would flip a coin, but I don't have one on me right now. But I think I'm gonna have to go with what my heart tells me. And that would be lips. Okay. And for those of you who thought I would choose lips first, congratulations. You get nothing. I'm just kidding. You have my love. You've always had my love. Right. So, these lips are my absolute favorite right now, and probably will remain so forever and ever. These are liquid mattes by Pretty Zombie Cosmetics. I have 6 at the moment. I had 7. I lost my black cat. I don't know where it went. But I do have these other beauties before you today. And I just want to showcase some of them to you right now. The one I'm wearing at the moment is 3 Witches. That's right. Oh, that's right. 3 Witches. With, of course, the zombie beauty on the front. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Or offer some clear aperture. You see? There we go. There's the Pretty Zombie. the color which I am wearing. So, 3 witches. Another favorite of mine is Sea Witch. Which is, I know it looks light blue on here, but believe me, it is a very dark navy blue. I love for those days when you feel like ruling the 7 seas. This is one of my newest additions, which is Dahlia, which is kind of a red wine color. It's not the best lighting right now, but it is a very deep red that you can use for classy evening with your friends or being in a very sophisticated restaurant, so on and so forth. And another new addition is my Zombetty, which is probably my favorite red lip color of all. This is Magic Potion right here. Look at it. Now, I wouldn't have this collection almost complete without a green shade, which is Jupiter, which is a dark green kind of swamp color, which I love. Those days when you're just feeling green with an MB. Now this next one will be the last, unfortunately, but certainly not the last lip that I buy. Graveyard, which is a dark gray color. I love using this one because it is very dark. Those days when you're just feeling super mischievous. So those are my colors so far. So I hope to add more to the collection here. Which I'll probably have to sadly buy my black cat again, as I don't know where it is. Unfortunately. Now, actually, I'm going to take these out and put them on my lap. This next color comes from Urban Decay, and it's called Marina from the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass movie, which I haven't seen. But you know me, I'm always all about Alice. Rose. This is a very dark, kind of purple-red color. It's kind of almost like a black cherry too, but it's very classy. I love it. But you kind of have to saturate it for full coverage on the lips. It's still pretty good. I just don't use it that often. This actually comes in handy, which is, let's see, this is Hot Passion by CoverGirl Cosmetics, which was given to me by a very sweet friend of mine, Tina, which I hope to return the favor to you someday. This lip color is seriously one of the best that I've used as far as a red lip shade, and I also like to use it with my Zombetty, because the Zombetty tends to dissolve. It's a bit lighter than the other mattifying liquids that I have, but once I apply this over this, it just adds supreme red shade. Just great. Thank you for this, darling. I practically use it every time I use red lips. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to show you another pair of favorites of mine. So, these are two MAC colors. First one is Diva, and it is probably a good red wine, like my Dahlia shade for Pretty Zombie. Works pretty well, I have to say. Lasts all day, and this is the lip liner for it. Still need to sharpen that baby because I haven't used it in a while. Now the next shade is Heroin. And this is definitely a strong purple pigment, which I love. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. I love purple and red shades. And if anybody knows me, I'm all about those purple and reds. Especially like a royal purple or royal red. This next liner is Cherry by MAC Cosmetics. As you know, I'm very fond of Dita Fonte's and her beauty techniques, her style, and her vintage skills with hair. But yeah, this is the result of me on an impulse buy because I know she uses cherry for her lips. I certainly didn't get the lip color that went with this, but this always works great as a lip liner for my Zombetty and Hot Passion by CoverGirl. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I haven't really used it in about maybe like a couple of weeks. But it is my go-to red liner for those occasions. Next is a lip shade by I Am Sin. which is by, let's see, Masumi Max, which is a very talented model and makeup artist. This is a very, very dark pigment of red. I would suggest using a good lip primer with this. It does tend to semi-smear. That is my only point of debate with this, but it still works great. I got it actually in, I got it in the Pinup Girl boutique in Burbank, I believe, in LA, because I was down there with some friends to go to the IMATS event this year. I think it was this year. Yeah. And that was very fun. Just because of the experience and the just the opportunity to be congruent with myself down there. But anyways, I am sidetracking, but one of my dreams was to visit the Pinup Girl boutique, and this was actually the only thing I had money for. Believe it or not, I didn't buy any dresses that were like $200 or like $100. This was within my budget to do a little treat yourself moment down there. So I'm glad I found this color and I still use it. So it's really the small things, you know, that you remember. So I don't know, this is kind of my little souvenir from LA. That along with an item I'm going to show you as well, which is something I got at the IMAT show, which is encased in a finely matte bullet case. Nope, can't load this into AK-47, but this is by Lunatic Cosmetics, and it is called, drumroll please, Bruja, which of course means witch in Spanish, which I felt like was very me. This is a kind of nude purple shade. Bring DDR closer to me and you. Yeah, looks like that. I don't really use light shades that often, but this one kind of piqued my interest. And, you know, I'll use it every once in a while, but not that often, since I usually go for dark colors. I don't know if you can see the imprint here, or the embossed label, which is Lunatic Cosmetic Labs. Forgot about the labs. Sorry. But yeah, this color is awesome. Next is something I had bought online recently. months ago, which is by Lime Crime, which is a fantastic lip color, which is called No She Didn't. It is a blue, very light blue shade. As I said before, I don't usually go for light shades, but this one was cute, and it just grabbed my attention, you know, couldn't help it. Let's see, how long is this video? It's probably been like 40 minutes, right? Next color is by Urban Decay, which is called Big Bang Metallicized. It is a pink pigment with some little pink glittery fabulous colored very deep within, which is a fun color, but I would recommend using a lip primer with this one. The lip primer I actually use is see if I can find it. I have to dig for my primer. Here it is. Which is by Anastasia. It is like a translucent application. Just probably a couple coats of this and it should stick like a dream. Yeah, this stuff works great. Now, another red shade favorite of mine is a newly acquired color by, I'll show you the logo, Suavecita lip colors, and this one is called Victory. So this one has a very interesting case. You just push the end, pull it out, and it has a very matte red pigment to it, which is similar to Dahlia, I think, from Pretty Zombie. So I might use Dahlia and just touch up any edges that need touching up with this. Works great. I am running out of room on my lap right now, so I might choose other items. How about that? Move on to eyeshadow, since I want to show that right now. But those are my main colors that I like to use. Let me know if there's a particular shade that I showed you but didn't have a chance to show it in detail. And I will get you the name of it, or you can go back and rewatch it. But still, let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy enough to answer. Just putting away the lippies. And we're going to move on to eyeshadow. In this makeup quest we're on. Oh, I gotta straighten my back. No, that didn't work. There we go. Now, I want to show you two of my favorite eyeshadow shades by Buxom Cosmetics. This one is pure platinum. This one is Lavish. And I gotta be honest with you girls, this pure platinum is one of my favorites to apply on eye or lips. Sorry, this is a really crappy show and tell, I know. But let me see if I can show you an example. Just swatching it on my skin. I don't know if you can see that. Nope, probably can't. Yeah. Me and my all-consuming whiteness in this room. But you'll probably get a clearer view of it online. Sadly. Wish I could show you in detail. The other shade I loved, which is Lala Lavish. Pure platinum, by the way, will work on like a little under application, the lower lip, for any shine that you want to show off. This is I just had it. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can turn it up a notch. I can see some of the purple goodness here. It is a purple shimmer though, which I love. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's got some green and purple in there with some platinum edge to it. Works great as a lower lip shimmer. There are those two, which are my absolute favorites, especially at Christmas. You can apply that pure platinum and do like a silver bells kind of a thing. I'm going to actually just show you. Three of my Urban Decay favorites, which is Blackout, which is like a pure black as a coffin, blackiness. Always have fun getting these open. It's like a charcoal black, which is good, great. And show you one of my newest shades. This is Zodiac, which is a green, glittery spell. I love this color. Just like a Loki, god of mischief green. And the other one is called Lounge, which is lovely shimmer. I'm so about like glitter and shimmer shades. It's ridiculous. I should actually show you my favorite liner to use for eyes. I love using the Tartiste liner by Tarte. This has kind of a clay application to it, and it's without parabens, which is awesome. It's waterproof, and I use this liner every freaking day, and it works like a dream. My friend into this, and not a day goes by sometimes where I don't thank her for introducing me to this. Yeah, works fantastic. So let me show you what the contents are inside. Comes with a curved brush and shade. I know this looks tiny, but seriously, I still have mine from like 4-5 months ago. I still haven't run out of this. It's ridiculous. But ridiculous in a good way. It comes with the brush inside. And I recommend using this, not any other sort of curved brush. Oh, I'll take the thing off. It is very fine and to the point. It has that curved motion that you can just apply it like an artiste does. This is the backup Tartiste that I have. Actually, I haven't even run out of the last one, like I said. Yeah. So if you haven't gotten this yet, girl, you better buy yourself one of these. Because it is bomb. This is cruelty-free, which is awesome. So, something to keep in mind. The clay paint liner. Yes. Try it out. You won't be sorry. Let's see. Now, let me show you something very special. Me and my out of focus life. These are my heavy metal shades by Urban Decay, which I swear by these are probably the best glitter liners you'll ever find out there in the cosmetic world. But if someone has another recommendation, you are welcome to write it in the comments, because I'm always looking for glitter liners. Let's start with the red, which is xoxo. Whoa. Let me do that again. xoxo. This has a lot of red and pink inside. So, works great for any pink or red lip applications. Next is one of my personal favorites. This is AC/DC with a purple glitter shade, which is perfect for these lips, which I'm wearing right now. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see. Giving you the lazy eye right now. You can't see shit. Yeah. If I can't see shit, then you can't see shit. So sorry about that. Lash in my face. But anyways, AC/DC stuff is bitchin'. Not this. Now, the next two are green called focus. 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 Distortion. Which is kind of like a fish glitter shade, if you know what I mean. Like fish scale glitter, you know? Oh. I don't know why I said that. Maybe like mermaid. Like a mermaid green. Yeah, I love this. I'll use this with my Jupiter lips. Or I will use, last but not least, Amp, which is a good green blue mixture for like a teal. And you can bounce between shades like the Jupiter from Pretty Zombie or like Sea Witch. Still have yet to buy the blue glitter shade liner for my Sea Witch, but we'll get there eventually. Sorry about all the noises. This little palette right here, which is Naked Urban Decay Flushed. It's just like a mini compact trio of your bronzer, highlighter, and blush. These three little beans are shades that I practically use every day, especially the bronzer. As you can see, I probably have used that up pretty well as the intention. You might be able to see. Yeah, screw it. But I've used a lot of bronzer here so far. It is my go-to kind of contouring palette. I'm not big on contouring, but it's another skill we'll just have to learn. I'm good at bronzing. I'm not so good at highlighting. See how far I can get this drug to go. Now, last but not certainly least, is my Urban Decay Electric palette. This is like every rainbow bitch's dream to own. And if you haven't already, you know what I'm talking about. It's got, just pull the brush out so it's not being obnoxious. It has, let's see, 10 shades, which more than enough to use. So, as you can see, I have thoroughly been expanding my little workshop. The first color is Revolt, which is a silver edge shimmer eyeshadow. Next is Gonzo, which is a kind of a light blue slow burn, which I haven't used yet. It is an orange pigment. Savage, which I've definitely used. It's a great use for any like 80s pink that you want to do, or like a Barbie pink. Fringe, which is a green shade, which I might use for something like Jupiter lips. Dark green lips. Chaos, which is good for Sea Witch. Jilted, which is an awesome light pink mixture of red in there. Urban, which is like a plain kind of purple, which is good for Three Witches. Freak. I have yet to get a matching lip shade for this one, but when I do, there will be Havoc. And last but not least, Thrash, which is, yeah, like a green, yellow, neon 80s pigment. But that is my favorite eyeshadow palette thus far. And of course, I don't want to leave this little guy out, which is NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow palette, which is like a little mini compact eyeshadow palette. Square shadow palette, ombre palette. Whatever suits your palette. This one's always hard to open. There it goes. This one has kind of the same range of colors like the electric, but it has a little bit more selections. So about 16 shades are in here. So some fun stuff. So that kind of concludes this video. I hope you've enjoyed me rummaging through some of my makeup favorites. I hope you all are doing fabulously well, staying healthy this season, and having many memorable moments in your lives. And I know I have tons to catch up on because I've been gone forever, but I have been watching behind the scenes like a weirdo because I still enjoy ASMR. And I'm just really triggered by whisper voices. So my needs are very simple when it comes to ASMR. And so I might continue to do videos like this in the future. I know a lot of you have requested me to do a makeup tutorial. I just noticed my bangs are like, fuck. But yeah. I hope to do a makeup tutorial or a hair tutorial in the future. Probably after this video, I might bring something that has been deeply locked away in my video archives for like 2 years at least. Believe it or not, it is Star Wars related, I can tell you that. So once that video is kind of made and finished, I will entertain the makeup tutorial and hair tutorial because that video has been long overdue. It's been on my to-do list for like years and years and years. Anyways, I wish you all a very fabulous Christmas if I don't see you in another video by then. And if I do another video, it's just gonna be what I've been doing lately. And Hope to talk to you all soon. Wish you so much love, so much positive thoughts that I just hope that you know that I'm still here and that, honey, I'm not going anywhere. And I know a lot of people have come and gone in this community. I have been here for at least, I want to say 3 to 4 years. Maybe I started my channel in 2011 in November, I think, so I think it's been like 5 years. I can't believe it's been that long. God, I'm old. Anyways, all that aside, I wish you all the very best of luck in your endeavors this coming year, and I hope this year concludes on a good note. I know this year hasn't been a successful triumph for some of you, and myself included, but we'll get there. I promise you that. Just around the storm, there's a rainbow waiting for you and me. Okay. Love you all. I wish you tons of love. And have a great night, day, afternoon,